breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand CAC clearly. Key Concepts 1. What is computer-assisted counseling? Definition. CAC is a type of counseling that uses computers and various digital tools to assist therapists in providing services to clients. These tools can include software for assessments, online resources, and interactive programs. Purpose. The primary goal of CAC is to improve the effectiveness of counseling by making information more accessible, facilitating communication, and providing additional resources to help clients. 2. Types of tools used in CAC. Assessment software. Programs that help counselors evaluate a client's mental health status, personality traits, or specific issues. These assessments can be completed online and analyzed quickly. Online resources. Access to digital materials, such as videos, articles, or worksheets that clients can use to understand their issues better and practice skills learned in therapy. Therapeutic apps. Mobile applications designed for mental health support, helping clients track their moods, practice mindfulness, or manage stress. Important details 1. Benefits of computer-assisted counseling. Efficiency. CAC can streamline the assessment process, allowing counselors to gather information faster and focus more on the therapeutic conversation. Accessibility. Clients can access resources and complete assessment from home, making it more convenient, especially for those with busy schedules or mobility challenges. Enhanced engagement. Interactive tools and apps can make therapy more engaging for clients, encouraging them to take an active role in their mental health journey. 2. Challenges and limitations. Technical issues. Reliance on technology means that technical problems, such as software glitches or poor internet connectivity, can disrupt sessions. Digital divide. Not everyone has equal access to technology, which can limit participation for some clients. Those without reliable internet or devices may not benefit fully from CAC. Potential privacy concerns. Using online tools requires careful attention to confidentiality and data security to protect clients' sensitive information. 3. Integration with traditional counseling. CAC should complement traditional counseling practices, not replace them. Counselors still need to build strong therapeutic relationships and provide the human connection that is vital for effective therapy. Examples illustrating computer-assisted counseling. 1. Example of assessment software. A counselor uses an online questionnaire to assess a client's anxiety levels. The software automatically evaluates the results, helping the counselor understand the client's needs quickly and tailor the sessions accordingly. 2. Example of online resources. A therapist provides their client with access to an online library of videos and articles about coping strategies for stress. The client can review these materials between sessions to support their learning and practice. 3. Example of therapeutic apps. A young adult struggling with depression downloads a mood tracking app recommended by their counselor. The app prompts them to log their feelings daily, which the counselor can review during sessions to identify patterns and discuss coping strategies. 4. Example of enhancing engagement. In a group counseling session, the counselor integrates a digital presentation that includes interactive activities and polls. This approach keeps participants engaged and allows them to share their thoughts anonymously. Conclusion. Computer-assisted counseling is an innovative approach that combines technology with traditional counseling techniques to improve the therapy process. By utilizing assessment tools, online resources, and therapeutic apps, counselors can provide more efficient and accessible care to clients. However, it's important to remain aware of the challenges and limitations that may arise with technology use. Understanding these concepts will be beneficial as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in counseling and mental health. Let's explore computer-managed counseling, a method that uses computer technology to assist counselors in managing and delivering therapy more effectively. CMC typically integrates various digital tools and systems to help streamline counseling processes, collect data, and enhance the overall therapeutic experience. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand CMC clearly. Key Concepts 1. What is computer-managed counseling? Definition. CMC refers to the use of computer systems and software to support the administrative and clinical aspects of counseling. This can include tasks like scheduling appointments, managing client records, and tracking progress. Purpose. The main goal of CMC is to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the counseling process, allowing counselors to focus more on their clients rather than on administrative tasks. 2. Components of CMC. client management systems. Software that helps counselors organize and manage client information, such as contact details, session notes, treatment plans, and appointment schedules. Progress tracking tools. Systems that allow counselors to monitor a client's progress over time, helping to assess the effectiveness of therapy and make adjustments as needed. Data analysis functions. Tools that analyze data gathered from clients, providing insights that can inform treatment decisions and help identify common trends or issues. Important details 1. Benefits of computer-managed counseling. Time saving. CMC can automate routine tasks like scheduling, billing, and record keeping, allowing counselors to spend more time with clients. Improved organization. Centralized systems make it easier to access client information, notes, and resources quickly, enhancing the overall efficiency of the counseling process. Enhanced communication. Many CMC systems include features for secure messaging between clients and counselors, facilitating easier communication outside of sessions. 2. Challenges and limitations. Technological dependence. Counselors must be comfortable using technology, and any technical issues can disrupt the counseling process. Privacy and security. Protecting client confidentiality is critical. Counselors must ensure that the software used complies with privacy laws and that sensitive information is secured against breaches. Cost. Some CMC systems may require significant investment in software and training, which can be a barrier for smaller practices or solo practitioners. 3. Integration with traditional counseling. CMC should complement traditional counseling methods. While technology can enhance efficiency, the core of counseling, human connection, and empathy remains essential for effective therapy. Examples illustrating computer-managed counseling. 1. Example of client management system. A counseling practice uses a client management system to keep track of appointments. When a client books a session online, the system automatically sends them a confirmation email and reminders as the appointment approaches, ensuring both the counselor and client are organized and prepared. 2. Example of progress tracking tools. A therapist uses a CMC tool to track a client's mood and behavior over several sessions. By reviewing graphs and notes generated by the system, the therapist can identify patterns and adjust the treatment plan accordingly. 3. Example of enhanced communication. A counselor provides a secure messaging option within the CMC system, allowing clients to reach out with questions or share updates between sessions. This feature helps maintain ongoing support and ensures that clients feel connected even when they are not in the office. 4. Example of data analysis functions. A practice collects feedback from clients about their experiences in therapy through a CMC system. Analyzing this data helps the counselor identify common areas of concern among clients, allowing them to adapt their approach and improve overall service delivery. Conclusion. Computer-managed counseling is an effective approach that utilizes technology to streamline the administrative and clinical aspects of counseling. By managing client information, tracking progress, and enhancing communication, CMC helps counselors focus more on providing quality care to their clients. Understanding these concepts will be valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in counseling and mental health. Pro bono services. Let's explore pro bono services, which refer to professional services provided for free or at a reduced cost. The term is commonly used in fields like law, healthcare, and counseling. Pro bono services are important as they help people who may not otherwise be able to afford these services. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic clearly. Key concepts. 1. What are pro bono services? Definition. Pro bono is a Latin term that means for the public good. In simple terms, it means offering services, especially professional ones, for free or without expecting payment. Purpose. The main goal of pro bono services is to provide help to individuals and communities who cannot afford the necessary professional support. This often includes vulnerable groups, such as low-income individuals, the elderly, or those facing emergencies. 2. Fields that offer pro bono services. Legal services. Many lawyers provide free legal consultations or representation to those who cannot afford it, especially in cases like domestic violence, immigration, or housing disputes. Healthcare. Medical professionals may offer free health services, such as checkups, vaccinations, or mental health counseling through community clinics or health fairs. Counseling. Therapists and counselors might offer their services pro bono to support individuals struggling with mental health issues, addiction, or trauma, especially in underserved communities. Important details. 1. Importance of pro bono services. Access to resources. Pro bono services help bridge the gap for individuals who need professional help but lack the financial means to pay for it. Community support. These services strengthen communities by ensuring that everyone has access to essential support, contributing to overall well-being and social justice. Professional responsibility. Many professionals feel a moral obligation to give back to society by using their skills for the benefit of those in need. 2. How pro bono services work. Eligibility. Organizations and professionals usually set specific criteria for who can receive pro bono services. This may involve assessing income levels or specific needs. Volunteers. Many pro bono services rely on volunteers who are willing to provide their skills and time without charge. Organizations often recruit professionals who want to contribute to the community. Partnerships. Nonprofit organizations, community centers, and government agencies often partner with professionals to offer pro bono services, creating programs that connect clients with available resources. 3. Challenges in providing pro bono services. Demand versus capacity. There is often a high demand for pro bono services, which can exceed the capacity of available professionals or organizations. Sustainability. Maintaining pro bono programs can be challenging, as they require ongoing funding, resources, and volunteer commitment. Examples illustrating pro bono services. 1. Example in legal services. A lawyer offers free legal advice at a community workshop for individuals facing eviction. Attendees can ask questions and receive guidance on their rights without any cost, helping them to navigate their housing issues. 2. Example in healthcare. A group of doctors organizes a free health clinic in a low-income neighborhood. They provide checkups, vaccinations, and health education to residents who may not have regular access to healthcare. 3. Example in counseling. A therapist volunteers at a local crisis center, offering free counseling sessions for survivors of domestic violence. This service allows individuals in crisis to receive immediate support and guidance without worrying about costs. 4. Example of nonprofit partnerships. A nonprofit organization partners with local mental health professionals to create a program that offers pro bono counseling to teens facing mental health. Challenges. The collaboration ensures that resources are available and that the needs of the community are being met. Conclusion. Pro bono services play a crucial role in providing essential support to individuals and communities that may be unable to afford professional help. By offering services in areas like law, healthcare, and counseling, pro bono work helps promote access to resources, social justice, and community well-being. Understanding these concepts will be valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in counseling and mental health. Post-trauma disaster services. Let's explore post-trauma disaster services, which refer to the support and assistance provided to individuals and communities after they experience traumatic events or disasters. These services are essential for helping people recover emotionally, mentally, and physically after such events. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic clearly. Key concepts. 1. What are post-trauma disaster services? Definition. Post-trauma or disaster services include a range of support options offered to individuals or communities after experiencing a traumatic event, such as natural disasters, accidents, violence, or other distressing situations. Purpose. The primary aim of these services is to help people cope with the aftermath of trauma and begin the healing process, ensuring that they receive emotional and practical support. 2. Types of traumatic events. Natural disasters. Events like earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, or wildfires that cause significant destruction. Human-caused disasters. Situations like mass shootings, terrorist attacks, or acts of violence that result in trauma for individuals and communities. Personal traumas. Events such as accidents, the sudden death of a loved one, or experiences of abuse. Important details. 1. Components of post-trauma services. Crisis counseling. Short-term emotional support provided to individuals immediately after a traumatic event. Counselors help individuals process their feelings and provide information on coping strategies. Psychological first aid. A set of techniques aimed at helping individuals in crisis. This may involve listening, comforting, and connecting people with additional resources for further help. Support groups. Group settings where individuals sharing similar experiences can come together to discuss feelings, share coping strategies, and provide mutual support. Long-term counseling and therapy. Ongoing mental health support for those who continue to struggle with the effects of trauma. This may include individual, or group therapy. 2. Emergency response agencies. Organizations like the American Red Cross or local emergency management agencies often play a crucial role in providing immediate support after disasters. They offer resources such as shelter, food, and emotional support services. 3. Post-trauma recovery programs. Many communities develop specific programs aimed at helping people recover from trauma. These may include specialized counseling services, workshops, and community events focused on healing and resilience. Examples illustrating post-trauma disaster services. 1. Example of crisis counseling. After a devastating earthquake, a local counseling center sends trained counselors to affected areas to offer crisis counseling. They set up temporary tents where individuals can come to talk about their experiences, receive emotional support, and learn about resources available to them. 2. Example of psychological first aid. Following a mass shooting, first responders provide psychological first aid to survivors in the immediate aftermath. They listen to survivors' experiences, help them feel safe, and connect them to mental health services for ongoing support. 3. Example of support groups. A community affected by severe flooding organizes support groups where residents can gather to share their experiences and feelings. These groups help people realize they are not alone in their struggles and provide a safe space for healing. 4. Example of long-term counseling. A year after a major disaster, a mental health clinic offers long-term therapy for individuals who continue to experience anxiety, depression, or PTSD as a result of the event. The therapy helps them cope with their feelings and rebuild their lives. Conclusion: post-trauma disaster services are essential for helping individuals and communities recover after traumatic events, whether caused by natural disasters or human actions. By providing crisis counseling, psychological first aid, support groups, and long-term therapy, these services aim to facilitate healing and resilience. Understanding these concepts will be valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in counseling and mental health. Supervision. Let's explore supervision in the context of counseling and therapy. Supervision is an important process that ensures counselors and therapists provide effective, ethical, and professional services. It provides support and guidance to less experienced practitioners and helps them develop their skills. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic. Key concepts. 1. What is supervision? Definition. Supervision in counseling refers to a structured process where a more experienced professional provides guidance, support, and feedback to a less experienced counselor or therapist. Purpose. The main goal of supervision is to improve the supervisee's skills, ensure the delivery of high-quality services, and promote professional and ethical practices. 2. Types of supervision. Clinical supervision focuses on the clinical aspects of the work, such as case management, therapeutic techniques, and understanding clients' needs. Administrative supervision involves overseeing the administrative tasks and responsibilities of counselors, such as documentation, meeting organizational policies, and ensuring compliance with regulations. Peer supervision involves colleagues providing feedback and support to one another at similar levels of experience. This can create a sense of community and shared learning. Important details. 1. Roles in supervision. Supervisor. An experienced professional who is responsible for mentoring, guiding, and evaluating the supervisee. The supervisor provides feedback and helps the supervisee navigate challenges. Supervisee. A less experienced counselor or therapist who seeks guidance and support to improve their skills. The supervisee brings their cases and experiences to supervision for discussion and feedback. 2. Benefits of supervision. Skill development. Provides the supervisee with opportunities to learn new techniques, gain insights into different therapeutic approaches, and develop professional competencies. Support. Supervision offers emotional support, helping supervisors process their feelings about challenging cases and avoid burnout. Quality assurance. Ensures that the services provided to clients meet professional standards and ethical guidelines, which helps protect both clients and counselors. 3. Supervision process. Regular meetings. Supervision typically involves scheduled meetings where the supervisee discusses their cases, experiences, and any challenges they face. Case presentations. The supervisee presents specific client cases, discussing the therapeutic approach taken, client progress, and any difficulties encountered. The supervisor offers feedback and suggestions for improvement. Goal setting. Supervision often includes setting goals for the supervisee's professional development, identifying areas for growth, and discussing how to achieve those goals. Examples illustrating supervision. 1. Example of clinical supervision. A new counselor is working with clients struggling with anxiety. In supervision, the supervisor helps the counselor explore different therapeutic techniques, like cognitive behavioral therapy, and suggests ways to apply them in sessions. This guidance helps the counselor feel more confident in their approach. 2. Example of peer supervision. A group of counselors who have recently graduated meet regularly to discuss their experiences in counseling practice. They share insights about how they handle difficult client situations and provide feedback on each other's approaches. This peer support helps them build their skills and confidence. 3. Example of administrative supervision. A supervisor at a counseling center checks in with a therapist about their documentation and compliance with center policies. They review the therapist's notes to ensure they meet the required standards, helping the therapist understand the importance of thorough record keeping. 4. Example of goal setting. During a supervision session, a supervisor helps a supervisee identify they struggle with setting boundaries with clients. Together, they set a goal to practice boundary setting techniques over the next month, and a supervisor provides resources and techniques to help the supervisee achieve this goal. Conclusion supervision is a vital process in the counseling field that ensures practitioners receive the guidance, support, and feedback they need to develop their skills and provide effective care to clients. Through clinical supervision, administrative oversight, and peer support, supervision enhances both professional growth and client care. Understanding these concepts will be valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in counseling and mental health. Consultation. Let's explore supervision in the context of counseling and therapy. Supervision is an important process that ensures counselors and therapists provide effective, ethical, and professional services. It provides support and guidance to less experienced practitioners and helps them develop their skills. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic. Key concepts. 1. What is supervision? Definition. Supervision in counseling refers to a structured process where a more experienced professional provides guidance, support, and feedback to a less experienced counselor or therapist. Purpose. The main goal of supervision is to improve the supervisee's skills, ensure the delivery of high-quality services, and promote professional and ethical practices. 2. Types of supervision. Clinical supervision focuses on the clinical aspects of the work, such as case management, therapeutic techniques, and understanding clients' needs. Administrative supervision involves overseeing the administrative tasks and responsibilities of counselors, such as documentation, meeting organizational policies, and ensuring compliance with regulations. Peer supervision involves colleagues providing feedback and support to one another at similar levels of experience. This can create a sense of community and shared learning. Important details. 1. Roles in supervision. Supervisor. An experienced professional who is responsible for mentoring, guiding, and evaluating the supervisee. The supervisor provides feedback and helps the supervisee navigate challenges. Supervisee. A less experienced counselor or therapist who seeks guidance and support to improve their skills. The supervisee brings their cases and experiences to supervision for discussion and feedback. 2. Benefits of supervision. Skill development. Provides the supervisee with opportunities to learn new techniques, gain insights into different therapeutic approaches, and develop professional competencies. Support. Supervision offers emotional support, helping supervisors process their feelings about challenging cases and avoid burnout. Quality assurance. Ensures that the services provided to clients meet professional standards and ethical guidelines, which helps protect both clients and counselors. 3. Supervision process. Regular meetings. Supervision typically involves scheduled meetings where the supervisee discusses their cases, experiences, and any challenges they face. Case presentations. The supervisee presents specific client cases, discussing the therapeutic approach taken, client progress, and any difficulties encountered. The supervisor offers feedback and suggestions for improvement. Goal setting. Supervision often includes setting goals for the supervisee's professional development, identifying areas for growth, and discussing how to achieve those goals. Examples illustrating supervision. 1. Example of clinical supervision. A new counselor is working with clients struggling with anxiety. In supervision, the supervisor helps the counselor explore different therapeutic techniques, like cognitive behavioral therapy, and suggests ways to apply them in sessions. This guidance helps the counselor feel more confident in their approach. 2. Example of peer supervision. A group of counselors who have recently graduated meet regularly to discuss their experiences in counseling practice. They share insights about how they handle difficult client situations and provide feedback on each other's approaches. This peer support helps them build their skills and confidence. 3. Example of administrative supervision. A supervisor at a counseling center checks in with a therapist about their documentation and compliance with center policies. They review the therapist's notes to ensure they meet the required standards, helping the therapist understand the importance of thorough record keeping. 4. Example of goal setting. During a supervision session, a supervisor helps a supervisee identify they struggle with setting boundaries with clients. Together, they set a goal to practice boundary setting techniques over the next month, and the supervisor provides resources and techniques to help the supervisee achieve this goal. Conclusion supervision is a vital process in the counseling field that ensures practitioners receive the guidance, support, and feedback they need to develop their skills and provide effective care to clients. Through clinical supervision, administrative oversight, and peer support, supervision enhances both professional growth and client care. Understanding these concepts will be valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in counseling and mental health. Research. Let's explore research, which is a systematic way of investigating problems, gathering information, and finding answers to questions. Research is essential in many fields, including psychology, counseling, medicine, and the social sciences, as it helps us understand complex issues, improve practices, and develop new knowledge. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic clearly. Key concepts. 1. What is research? Definition. Research is a structured process used to collect, analyze, and interpret information to answer specific questions or solve problems. It can involve both quantitative and qualitative methods. Purpose. The main goal of research is to expand knowledge, test hypotheses, and contribute to a deeper understanding of a particular subject. 2. Types of research. Basic research. This type of research is aimed at gaining new knowledge without a specific practical application in mind. It helps increase our understanding of fundamental principles. Example, a study exploring how the brain processes information. Applied research. This type focuses on solving specific, practical problems and is often used to improve practices or develop new technologies. Example, a study investigating the effectiveness of a new therapy for treating depression. 3. Research methods. Quantitative research involves collecting numerical data that can be analyzed statistically. It often includes surveys, experiments, or secondary data analysis. Example, a survey measuring stress levels among college students and analyzing the results using statistics. Qualitative research involves collecting non-numerical data that provides insights into feelings, experiences, or behaviors. This method often includes interviews, focus groups, or observations. Example, conducting interviews with survivors of trauma to understand their coping mechanisms. Important details. 1. The research process. Identifying a research question. The first step is to define a clear question or problem that needs investigation. Literature review. Before conducting new research, researchers review existing studies to understand what has already been discovered and identify gaps in knowledge. Data collection. Researchers use various methods to gather data, such as surveys, interviews, observations, or experiments. Data analysis. The data collected is analyzed to identify patterns, relationships, or trends. This may involve statistical methods for quantitative data or thematic analysis for qualitative data. Drawing conclusions. Based on the analysis, researchers draw conclusions and may propose recommendations or further areas of study. 2. Ethical considerations. Informed consent. Participants in research must be fully informed about the study and agree to participate voluntarily. Confidentiality. Researchers must protect participants' privacy and ensure that their data is kept confidential. Avoiding harm. Research should be designed to minimize any potential harm or discomfort to participants. 3. Importance of research. Advancing knowledge. Research contributes to our understanding of human behavior, mental health, and social issues, leading to improved practices and policies. Evidence-based practice. In counseling and psychology, research provides a foundation for evidence-based practices, meaning that therapists use techniques that have been scientifically proven to be effective. Examples illustrating research. 1. Example of a research question. A researcher might ask, how does social media use impact the mental health of teenagers? This question guides the entire research process. 2. Example of quantitative research. A survey is distributed to 500 high school students to measure their levels of anxiety based on their social media usage. The data is then analyzed to identify trends and correlations. 3. Example of qualitative research. A researcher conducts in-depth interviews with 10 teenagers to explore their feelings about social media and its effects on their self-esteem. The themes from these interviews would be analyzed to reveal insights. 4. Example of ethical considerations. Before starting a study on the effects of counseling on trauma recovery, researchers obtain informed consent from participants, explaining the study's goals and potential risks, ensuring that participants are comfortable and well-informed. Conclusion research is a crucial process that involves systematically investigating questions to expand knowledge and improve practices. Understanding the different types of research, methods, and ethical considerations is essential for effectively conducting and evaluating research in fields like psychology and counseling. This knowledge will be beneficial as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in counseling and mental health. Settings. Private practice. Let's explore private practice, which refers to a self-employed setup where mental health professionals, such as therapists, counselors, or psychologists, provide services directly to clients. Private practice is a common way for these professionals to operate their businesses while offering personalized care. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this important aspect of the counseling field. Key concepts 1. What is private practice? Definition. Private practice is when a mental health professional operates independently, working for themselves rather than being employed by a hospital, clinic, or another organization. In private practice, the professional sees clients by appointment, typically in their own office or through virtual sessions. Purpose. The main goal of private practice is to provide therapeutic services to individuals or groups while allowing the practitioner to choose how they run their business, set their schedules, and create their therapeutic approaches. 2. Types of services offered. Individual therapy. One-on-one sessions where the therapist helps clients work through personal issues, such as anxiety, depression, or relationship problems. Group therapy. Sessions that involve multiple clients discussing similar issues under the guidance of a therapist, allowing for shared experiences and support. Family therapy involves working with families to improve communication, resolve conflicts, and strengthen relationships. Consultation and assessment. Services may also include providing assessments, testing, and consultations for other professionals or organizations. Important details 1. Setting up a private practice, licensing, and credentials. To start a private practice, mental health professionals must have the proper licenses and credentials, which vary by state and profession. This often includes obtaining a master's or doctoral degree, specific training, and passing licensing exams. Business structure. Professionals need to decide on the legal structure of their practice and register their business with the appropriate authorities. Location. Choosing a convenient and accessible location for clients is important for attracting and retaining clients. 2. Running a private practice. Client management. Practitioners must manage their clients' schedules, track appointments, and maintain confidential client records. Billing and insurance. Most private practices involve dealing with payment, which may include direct payments from clients or billing health insurance companies. Practitioners must understand the insurance reimbursement process if they choose to accept insurance. Marketing. Building a client base often requires marketing efforts, such as creating a website, networking with other professionals, and promoting services through social media or community events. 3. Benefits and challenges. Benefits. Autonomy. Practitioners have the freedom to choose their working hours, therapeutic approaches, and client focus. Building relationships. Private practice can allow for deeper connections with clients since therapists may see them for a longer period. Challenges. Business management. Running a private practice requires business skills, including managing finances, marketing, and administrative tasks. Isolation. Private practitioners may feel isolated compared to those working in larger organizations that offer teamwork and support. Examples illustrating private practice 1. Example of setting up a practice. A licensed clinical social worker decides to open a private practice after several years of working in a community mental health center. They secure a small office space, set up a website to attract clients, and ensure they have liability insurance in place. 2. Example of services offered. A psychologist in private practice provides individual therapy for adults dealing with anxiety. They may also offer group therapy sessions where clients can share their experiences and learn coping strategies from one another. 3. Example of client management. A counselor uses appointment scheduling software to keep track of client sessions, send reminders, and manage billing. This helps them stay organized and focused on providing care. 4. Example of marketing. A therapist creates a blog on mental health topics to share insights and raise awareness of their private practice. This content helps potential clients feel informed and connected to the therapist's approach. Conclusion: private practice is a vital aspect of the mental health field that allows practitioners to provide personalized services to clients while operating independently. By understanding how to set up and manage a private practice, the types of services offered, and the associated benefits and challenges, you'll be better prepared for your future in counseling and mental health. This knowledge will also be beneficial as you prepare for the CPC exam. Agencies. Let's explore agencies in the context of mental health and counseling. Agencies play an essential role in providing various types of support and services to individuals and communities. These can include schools, hospitals, and community organizations. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic clearly. Key concepts. 1. What are agencies? Definition. In the context of mental health, agencies refer to organizations that provide services related to mental health care and support, including counseling, therapy, education, and crisis intervention. Purpose. Agencies work to address the needs of individuals and communities, offering resources and services to improve mental health and well-being. 2. Types of agencies. School agencies. These are organizations located within educational settings, like schools and universities, that provide mental health services to students. Hospital agencies. Hospital-based agencies offer mental health services as part of a larger healthcare system. They include emergency care, inpatient units, and outpatient services. Community agencies. These are organizations that serve the broader community, providing counseling services, support groups, and resources for mental health and well-being. Important details. 1. School agencies. School counselors. Professionals who work within schools to support students' academic, emotional, and social development. They provide counseling, guidance, and resources for students facing personal issues. Mental health programs. Many schools have mental health programs designed to promote well-being, teach coping skills, and address issues like bullying or stress management. Collaboration. School agencies often collaborate with parents, teachers, and mental health professionals to ensure students receive comprehensive support. 2. Hospital agencies. Emergency services. Hospitals often have emergency rooms that provide immediate assistance for mental health crises, like suicidal thoughts or acute psychosis. Inpatient care. Some hospitals have specialized units where individuals can receive intensive treatment for severe mental health conditions. This includes therapy, medication management, and stabilization. Outpatient services. Hospitals may offer outpatient mental health services, where individuals can receive therapy and support without needing to stay overnight. This can include therapy sessions or medication management. 3. Community agencies. Community mental health centers. These centers provide various mental health services, including counseling, support groups, and crisis intervention, typically at low or no cost for community members. Support groups. Community agencies often organize support groups for individuals dealing with specific issues, such as addiction recovery, grief, or anxiety, allowing people to connect and support one another. Advocacy and education. Many community agencies focus on raising awareness about mental health issues and advocating for community members to access the resources they need. Examples illustrating agencies. 1. Example of a school agency. A high school has a counseling office where students can drop in to speak with a school counselor about academic stress, personal issues, or college planning. The counselor may also run workshops on managing anxiety during exams. 2. Example of a hospital agency. A local hospital has an inpatient mental health unit where individuals experiencing severe depression can receive round-the-clock care, therapy, and medication adjustments. After stabilization, they may be referred to outpatient services for ongoing support. 3. Example of a community agency. A community mental health center offers free counseling services for those dealing with trauma or emotional distress. They also host support groups for veterans to help them transition back to civilian life, providing a space where they can share their experiences and feelings. 4. Example of collaboration. A school collaborates with a community mental health agency to provide mental health awareness events for students and parents, helping reduce stigma and encourage families to seek help when needed. Conclusion: agencies in mental health, including school, hospital, and community organizations, play a critical role in supporting individuals and communities with a wide range of services. By understanding the functions and types of these agencies, you'll be better prepared to navigate resources available for mental health care and support. This knowledge will also be valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and for your future career in counseling and mental health. Public schools. Let's explore public schools, which are educational institutions that provide free education to students from kindergarten through 12th grade. Public schools are funded and operated by government agencies. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic clearly. Key concepts. 1. What are public schools? Definition: public schools are schools that are funded by local, state, and federal government money. They are open to all students in a specific area and do not charge tuition. Purpose: the primary goal of public schools is to provide all children with a free education. They aim to prepare students academically and socially for life after school, whether that be college, vocational training, or entering the workforce. 2. Structure of public schools. Levels of education. Public schools offer education at various levels. Elementary schools typically serve grades K-5 or K-6, focusing on basic subjects like reading, writing, math, science, and social studies. Middle schools usually serve grades 6 to 8, providing students with a transition to more advanced subjects and a broader curriculum. High schools usually serve grades 9 to 12 and offer a wide range of subjects, including advanced placement and vocational courses that prepare students for college or careers. Important details. 1. Funding. Sources of funding. Public schools are funded primarily through local property taxes, state government budgets, and federal education grants. This means that the amount of funding can vary significantly between different school districts, often based on local wealth. Budget allocation. Schools use their budget to pay for teacher salaries, school supplies, facilities maintenance, extracurricular activities, and special programs. 2. Curriculum. Standardized curriculum. Public schools typically follow a standardized curriculum set by the state education department. This ensures that all students receive a similar education and learn essential skills across subjects. Testing and assessment. Students are often required to take standardized tests to measure their understanding of the curriculum and to meet state and federal education requirements. 3. Diversity and inclusion. Student demographics. Public schools reflect the diversity of the communities they serve, often enrolling students from various cultural, ethnic, and economic backgrounds. Special education services. Public schools are required to provide services for students with disabilities, ensuring they have access to the same educational opportunities as their peers. 4. Extracurricular activities, clubs, and sports. Public schools often offer a variety of extracurricular activities, including sports, music programs, art clubs, and academic clubs. These activities help students develop social skills and interests outside of the classroom. Examples illustrating public schools. 1. Example of elementary school. A local public elementary school provides kindergarten through 5th grade education, focusing on teaching foundational skills in reading, math, science, and social studies. Teachers use interactive lessons and hands-on activities to engage young learners. 2. Example of middle school. A public middle school offers grades 6 to 8, where students transition from elementary school. They have different teachers for different subjects, allowing them to explore more advanced topics, such as pre-algebra and life sciences. 3. Example of high school. A public high school provides students in grades 9 to 12 with a variety of courses, including advanced placement classes for college credit, vocational training programs, and options for extracurricular activities like sports teams and music bands. 4. Example of special education services. A public school offers an individualized education program for a student with a learning disability, providing tailored support such as additional tutoring, modified lesson plans, and access to special education teachers. Conclusion: public schools are vital institutions that provide free education to all children within a community. They aim to deliver a comprehensive curriculum while supporting diversity and inclusion, all funded through government resources. Understanding how public schools operate, including their structure, funding, and services provided, will be beneficial as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in education or counseling. Let's explore colleges and universities, which are institutions of higher education that provide advanced learning and training for students after they complete high school. These institutions offer various degree programs and help prepare students for careers or further education. Here's a breakdown of the key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic clearly. Key Concepts 1. What are colleges and universities? Definition. Colleges are educational institutions that typically offer undergraduate degrees, while universities provide both undergraduate and graduate degrees. Purpose. The main goal of colleges and universities is to provide education and training that helps students develop knowledge and skills necessary for their chosen professions and to foster critical thinking and personal growth. 2. Types of colleges and universities. Community colleges. These are two-year institutions that offer associate degrees and certificates. They often provide a more affordable way to gain education and can serve as a stepping stone to a four-year university. Liberal arts colleges. These colleges focus on a broad education in the arts and sciences, encouraging critical thinking and communication skills across various subjects. Research universities. Larger institutions that emphasize research and offer a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs. They often have facilities for conducting research in various fields. Technical and vocational schools. These institutions focus on specific career training, offering degrees and certification for particular trades or careers, such as nursing, automotive repair, or information technology. Important details. 1. Degrees offered. Associate degree. Typically takes 2 years to complete and is often offered by community colleges. It can lead to a bachelor's degree or prepare students for certain careers. Bachelor's degree usually requires 4 years of study at a college or university. It's the most common degree for entry-level jobs in many fields. Master's degree, a graduate degree that usually takes 1 to 2 years of study after earning a bachelor's degree. It provides advanced knowledge in a specific field. Doctoral degree, the highest level of education, which can take several years to complete. It often requires original research and a dissertation. 2. Campus life, student life. Colleges and universities often have vibrant campus communities with clubs, organizations, and events that allow students to engage with each other socially, culturally, and politically. Housing. Many institutions offer on-campus housing options like dormitories, which can create a close-knit community and support system for students. 3. Admissions process, application requirements. Each college or university has its own admission requirements, which typically include high school transcripts, standardized test scores, letters of recommendation, and personal statements or essays. Financial aid. Many students seek financial assistance, including scholarships, grants, and loans, to help cover the cost of tuition and living expenses. Examples illustrating colleges and universities. 1. Example of a community college. A student enrolls in a local community college to pursue an associate degree in nursing. This program allows them to gain practical skills and experience, preparing them for a career in healthcare while providing a pathway to further education at a four-year university. 2. Example of a liberal arts college. A student attends a liberal arts college where they can take a variety of courses across different subjects, such as literature, science, and social studies. This broad education helps them develop critical thinking skills and prepare for a range of careers or graduate studies. 3. Example of a research university. A student at a research university participates in undergraduate research programs, working alongside professors on projects related to environmental science. This experience enhances their education and can help them stand out when applying for graduate programs. 4. Example of a technical school. A high school graduate decides to attend a vocational school to become a certified electrician. The program offers hands-on training and prepares them for an entry-level position in the electrical field. Conclusion. Colleges and universities play a significant role in providing higher education and training to students after high school. By understanding the different types of institutions, degrees offered, student life, and the admissions process, you'll be better prepared to navigate the options available for pursuing higher education. This knowledge will also be beneficial as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future career in counseling or education. V. Professional issues and terminology. Impaired professional. Definition. Let's explore the topic of deterioration in ability to function, which refers to a decline in a person's ability to perform daily activities and manage everyday responsibilities effectively. This topic is important in understanding how mental health and physical health issues impact individuals' lives. Here's a breakdown of key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic clearly. Key Concepts 1. What is deterioration in ability to function? Definition. Deterioration in ability to function means that a person is becoming less capable of handling daily tasks and responsibilities, whether due to mental health issues, physical health conditions, or other factors. Areas affected. This deterioration can impact various areas of life, including work, school, personal care, social interactions, and overall quality of life. 2. Causes of deterioration. Mental health issues. Conditions like depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, or bipolar disorder can severely affect a person's ability to function. For example, someone with severe depression may find it difficult to get out of bed or complete tasks. Physical health issues. Chronic illnesses or physical disabilities can also lead to a reduction in functioning. For instance, a person recovering from surgery may struggle with mobility and daily activities. Substance abuse. Engaging in substance misuse can impair judgment, decrease motivation, and harm overall functioning. Important details. 1. Indicators of deterioration. Difficulty with daily tasks. Individuals may struggle with routine activities like cooking, cleaning, or managing finances. They might forget to pay bills or have trouble maintaining personal hygiene. Work and school performance. A decline in functioning might show in how well a person can perform at work or school, such as missing deadlines, failing to meet responsibilities, or having difficulty concentrating. Social withdrawal. People facing deterioration in their functioning might isolate themselves from friends and family, avoiding social interactions they previously enjoyed. 2. Consequences of deterioration. Impact on relationships. As individuals struggle with functioning, their relationships with family, friends, and colleagues can suffer. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and frustration. Overall well-being. A decrease in functioning can contribute to a cycle of worsening mental or physical health. For example, not taking care of oneself may lead to feelings of low self-worth, which perpetuates the deterioration. 3. Intervention and support. Therapy and counseling. Seeking help from mental health professionals can provide strategies and support to address underlying issues affecting functioning. For example, cognitive behavioral therapy can help individuals develop coping strategies. Medical treatment. When physical health issues contribute to deterioration, medical treatment can improve functioning. A doctor might prescribe medication to manage symptoms of a chronic illness or pain. Support networks. Connecting with friends, family, or support groups can provide encouragement and assistance in managing daily tasks, helping to improve overall functioning. Examples illustrating deterioration in ability to function. 1. Example of mental health deterioration. A college student who struggles with severe anxiety may find it increasingly difficult to attend classes or complete assignments. They may start skipping classes, missing deadlines, and isolating themselves from friends, resulting in declining academic performance. 2. Example of physical health deterioration. An individual recovering from a stroke may experience physical limitations that make it hard to perform everyday tasks like dressing, cooking, or driving. This loss of function affects their independence and quality of life. 3. Example of impact on social life. A person facing depressive symptoms might stop reaching out to friends and family, leading to social withdrawal. They may miss family gatherings and feel alone, which worsens their emotional state. 4. Example of interventions. A teenager with declining school performance due to depression meets with a school counselor who helps them develop a plan to catch up on missed assignments and connect with a therapist for further support. The combination of coping strategies and professional help aids in improving their functioning. Conclusion: deterioration in ability to function refers to a decline in a person's capacity to manage daily activities and responsibilities, significantly impacting their life. Recognizing the causes, indicators, and consequences of this deterioration is essential for understanding mental health and seeking appropriate help. Interventions, including therapy and support, can help individuals regain their functioning and improve their overall well-being. This knowledge is valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in the counseling field. Examples: let's explore 2 important topics: alcoholism and burnout. Both are issues that can significantly affect a person's life, relationships, and overall well-being. Understanding their key concepts, important details, and examples will help you grasp the seriousness of these conditions. Alcoholism key concepts. 1. Definition. Alcoholism, also known as alcohol use disorder, is a medical condition where a person becomes dependent on alcohol. This means they have an uncontrollable urge to drink, despite the negative effects it has on their life. 2. Characteristics. Increased tolerance. The individual needs to drink more alcohol to feel the same effects as before. Withdrawal symptoms. When not drinking, they may experience symptoms like anxiety, shaking, sweating, or nausea. Loss of control. They may find it difficult to limit their drinking or stop altogether, even when they want to. Important details. Causes. Factors such as genetics, mental health issues, and environmental influences can contribute to developing alcoholism. Consequences. Alcoholism can lead to serious health problems, relationship issues, poor job performance, and legal troubles. Examples illustrating alcoholism. 1. Individual experience. A college student, initially drinking socially at parties, begins to rely on alcohol to cope with stress from classes and personal issues. They start missing classes and failing exams due to their drinking habits, but they continue to drink heavily despite the consequences. 2. Family impact. A father struggles with alcoholism, affecting his family life. He becomes neglectful of his responsibilities, misses important family events, and often argues with his spouse. The family dynamics become strained, and his children may feel unsafe or abandoned. Burnout key concepts. 1. Definition. Burnout is a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress, often related to work or caregiving. It occurs when individuals feel overwhelmed and unable to meet the demands placed on them. 2. Characteristics. Emotional exhaustion. Feeling drained and fatigued, both physically and emotionally. Reduced performance. A sense of decreased ability to perform tasks effectively, leading to feelings of ineffectiveness and lack of accomplishment. Detachment. Developing a cynical or negative outlook towards work, coworkers, or clients. Important details. Causes. Burnout can result from excessive workloads, lack of support, unrealistic expectations, or a poor work-life balance. Factors like high-stress jobs, caregiving responsibilities, or working in emotionally demanding fields can contribute to burnout. Consequences. Chronic burnout can lead to serious health issues, including anxiety, depression, insomnia, and even physical illnesses. Examples illustrating burnout. 1. Workplace example. A nurse working long shifts in a busy hospital feels emotionally exhausted after caring for numerous patients who require constant attention. Over time, they become detached from their job, feeling indifferent to patients' needs, which can affect patient care. 2. Academic burnout. A high school student involved in multiple extracurricular activities and honors courses feels overwhelmed by the constant pressure to excel. They start to experience fatigue, lack motivation to study or participate, and feel hopeless about their future. Conclusion. Alcoholism and burnout are serious conditions that can have significant impacts on individuals' lives. Alcoholism involves dependency on alcohol, leading to health and relationship problems, while burnout refers to extreme stress and exhaustion from work or caregiving demands. Understanding these concepts, their signs, causes, and consequences is essential for recognizing these issues in yourself or others and seeking appropriate help or support. This knowledge will also be valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and your future work in the counseling field. Countertransference. Definition. Let's explore two important topics: alcoholism and burnout. Both are issues that can significantly affect a person's life, relationships, and overall well-being. Understanding their key concepts, important details, and examples will help you grasp the seriousness of these conditions. Alcoholism key concepts. 1. Definition. Alcoholism, also known as alcohol use disorder, is a medical condition where a person becomes dependent on alcohol. This means they have an uncontrollable urge to drink, despite the negative effects it has on their life. 2. Characteristics. Increased tolerance. The individual needs to drink more alcohol to feel the same effects as before. Withdrawal symptoms. When not drinking, they may experience symptoms like anxiety, shaking, sweating, or nausea. Loss of control. They may find it difficult to limit their drinking or stop altogether, even when they want to. Important details. Causes. Factors such as genetics, mental health issues, and environmental influences can contribute to developing alcoholism. Consequences. Alcoholism can lead to serious health problems, relationship issues, poor job performance, and legal troubles. Examples illustrating alcoholism. 1. Individual experience. A college student, initially drinking socially at parties, begins to rely on alcohol to cope with stress from classes and personal issues. They start missing classes and failing exams due to their drinking habits, but they continue to drink heavily despite the consequences. 2. Family impact. A father struggles with alcoholism, affecting his family life. He becomes neglectful of his responsibilities, misses important family events, and often argues with his spouse. The family dynamics become strained, and his children may feel unsafe or abandoned. Burnout key concepts. 1. Definition. Burnout is a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress, often related to work or caregiving. It occurs when individuals feel overwhelmed and unable to meet the demands placed on them. 2. Characteristics. Emotional exhaustion. Feeling drained and fatigued, both physically and emotionally. Reduced performance. A sense of decreased ability to perform tasks effectively, leading to feelings of ineffectiveness and lack of accomplishment. Detachment. Developing a cynical or negative outlook towards work, coworkers, or clients. Important details. Causes. Burnout can result from excessive workloads, lack of support, unrealistic expectations, or a poor work-life balance. Factors like high-stress jobs, caregiving responsibilities, or working in emotionally demanding fields can contribute to burnout. Consequences. Chronic burnout can lead to serious health issues, including anxiety, depression, insomnia, and even physical illnesses. Examples illustrating burnout. 1. Workplace example. A nurse working long shifts in a busy hospital feels emotionally exhausted after caring for numerous patients who require constant attention. Over time, they become detached from their job, feeling indifferent to patients' needs, which can affect patient care. 2. Academic burnout. A high school student involved in multiple extracurricular activities and honors courses feels overwhelmed by the constant pressure to excel. They start to experience fatigue, lack motivation to study or participate, and feel hopeless about their future. Conclusion. Alcoholism and burnout are serious conditions that can have significant impacts on individuals' lives. Alcoholism involves dependency on alcohol, leading to health and relationship problems, while burnout refers to extreme stress and exhaustion from work or caregiving demands. Understanding these concepts, their signs, causes, and consequences is essential for recognizing these issues in yourself or others and seeking appropriate help or support. This knowledge will also be valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and your future work in the counseling field. Indication of unresolved problems. Let's explore the topic of indications of unresolved problems. This refers to signs or symptoms that suggest a person has not fully dealt with or resolved certain issues in their life, whether those are emotional, psychological, or interpersonal. Recognizing these indications is important for understanding when someone might need help or support. Here's a breakdown of key concepts, important details, and examples to help you grasp this topic clearly. Key concepts. 1. Where unresolved problems. Definition. Unresolved problems are issues or conflicts that a person has not fully addressed or worked through. These can include emotional issues, past traumas, relationship conflicts, or chronic stressors. Impact. Unresolved problems can affect a person's mental health, relationships, and overall quality of life. They may lead to ongoing distress and difficulties in functioning normally. 2. Common types of unresolved problems. Emotional issues. Feelings like anger, sadness, or anxiety that have not been processed or expressed adequately. Interpersonal conflicts. Ongoing disputes or misunderstandings with friends, family, or colleagues that have not been resolved. Past traumas. Experiences that were painful or traumatic that a person has not fully processed or healed from. Important details. 1. Indications of unresolved problems. Emotional instability. Frequent mood swings, irritability, or feelings of being overwhelmed can indicate that a person is struggling with unresolved issues. Avoidance behavior. A person may avoid certain situations, places, or people that remind them of the unresolved problem, which can prevent them from moving forward. Difficulty in relationships. Ongoing conflicts, mistrust, or recurring arguments with others may signal unresolved problems affecting interpersonal dynamics. Physical symptoms. Sometimes unresolved emotional issues can manifest in physical ways, such as chronic headaches, stomach problems, or fatigue due to stress. Recurring thoughts or flashbacks. Individuals may experience intrusive thoughts about past events or trauma, indicating that they haven't fully processed their feelings about those experiences. 2. Consequences of unresolved problems. Mental health issues. Unresolved problems can lead to anxiety, depression, or other mental health disorders due to persistent emotional distress. Impaired functioning. Difficulty concentrating at work or in school, Decreased productivity and challenges in completing daily tasks can occur when unresolved issues linger. Strained relationships. Unresolved conflicts can cause tension in relationships, leading to isolation or difficulty connecting with others. 3. Approaches to resolution. Therapy and counseling. Seeking help from a mental health professional can aid individuals in processing and resolving their problems in a safe environment. Communication. Talking openly with friends, family, or colleagues about concerns or issues can help clarify misunderstandings and find solutions. Self-reflection. Taking time to reflect on one's feelings and experiences can help identify unresolved issues and motivate individuals to address them. Examples illustrating indications of unresolved problems. 1. Example of emotional instability. A teenager may experience sudden outbursts of anger or deep sadness after a breakup. This could indicate that they have unresolved feelings about the relationship or fears about being rejected. 2. Example of avoidance behavior. An adult who suffered bullying in school might avoid attending school reunions or places where they could encounter former classmates. Their avoidance shows that they have not fully dealt with the pain and memories from that period. 3. Example of difficulty in relationships. A person who frequently argues with their partner over minor issues might be reacting to unresolved feelings about past relationships or unmet needs that they have not communicated. These unresolved problems create tension and conflict in their current relationship. 4. Example of physical symptoms. A worker may experience chronic migraines and fatigue due to unaddressed stress and anxiety from a hostile work environment. These physical symptoms reflect unresolved emotional battles that interfere with their life. Conclusion: indications of unresolved problems are essential signs to be aware of, as they can reveal deeper emotional or psychological issues. Recognizing emotional instability, avoidance behavior, difficulty in relationships, physical symptoms, and recurring thoughts can help identify individuals who may need support. Understanding these indications and exploring ways to address them, such as through therapy or open communication, can be crucial for improving mental health and overall well-being. This knowledge is valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in counseling. Defamation. Libel and slander. Let's explore libel and slander, which are legal terms related to defamation or making false statements that harm someone's reputation. Understanding these concepts is crucial, especially if you're studying law, media, or communication. Here's a breakdown of key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand these terms clearly. Key concepts. 1. Definition of defamation. Defamation. Defamation is the act of making false statements about someone that damage their reputation. It can involve written or spoken statements. 2. Libel. Definition. Libel refers to defamation that is expressed in a fixed medium, primarily written or published statements. This can include articles, books, social media posts, and emails. Example: a newspaper publishes a story that falsely claims a public figure has committed a crime, damaging their reputation. 3. Slander. Definition. Slander refers to defamation that is spoken rather than written. It involves making false verbal statements about someone that harm their reputation. Example: a person tells others at a party that a fellow employee is stealing from their workplace, which is not true. Important details. 1. Key differences between libel and slander. Medium. The main difference is the medium used to make the defamatory statement. Libel is written, while slander is spoken. Proof of harm. In many jurisdictions, libel is generally considered more harmful because it is permanent. Therefore, it may be easier to prove damage resulting from libel. With slander, the person claiming harm may have to provide evidence that their reputation was actually damaged. 2. Elements of defamation. For a statement to be considered defamatory in a legal context, several elements typically must be proven. False statement. The statement must be false. Truth is a complete defense against defamation claims. Publication. The statement must be shared with others, whether in print, spoken, or broadcast. Harm. The person must show that the statement caused harm to their reputation. Fault. Depending on the person's status, the level of fault may vary. Public figures often must show actual malice, meaning the statement was made knowingly false or with reckless disregard for the truth. 3. Legal consequences. Damages. If someone successfully brings a libel or slander case to court, they may be awarded damages, which can compensate for the harm caused to their reputation, emotional distress, and any financial losses incurred. Reputation and credibility. Individuals accused of libel or slander may face serious consequences, including loss of career opportunities, damage to personal relationships, and legal penalties. Examples illustrating libel and slander. 1. Example of libel. A well-known author writes a fictional novel that includes a character clearly based on a real person, claiming that this character embezzles money from charity. If readers believe it is true, the real person may sue the author for libel, asserting that the written statements harm their reputation. 2. Example of slander. A coworker tells others in the workplace that another employee is incompetent and has been fired from their previous jobs for theft. If this statement is not true, the employee can take legal action for slander as it negatively impacts their job prospects and reputation. 3. Social media and defamation. In today's digital age, false statements made on social media can lead to both libel and slander claims. For example, if someone posts a false claim on Facebook that another person is involved in illegal activities, this can be considered libel if it significantly harms the individual's reputation. Conclusion: libel and slander are critical concepts in understanding how false statements can harm an individual's reputation. Libel refers to written defamation, while slander refers to spoken defamation. Both can have serious legal consequences for individuals and organizations involved. Knowing the elements of defamation and the differences between libel and slander is essential, especially in a world where information spreads quickly. This understanding will be valuable as you prepare for the CPC exam and in future discussions about legal and ethical issues in counseling or communication. Abandonment. Stopping services without referral. Let's explore the topic of stopping services without referral, which is an important concept in counseling and case management. It refers to the process of ending a client's services or treatment without providing them with a referral to another service or provider. Here's a breakdown of key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic clearly. Key concepts. 1. Definition of stopping services. Stopping services means that a counselor, therapist, or service provider decides to end their professional relationship with a client. This can happen for various reasons, including reaching therapeutic goals, the client's request, or ethical concerns. 2. Referral. A referral is when a service provider guides a client to another professional or organization that can help them with their ongoing needs. This ensures that the client continues to receive support and care. Important details. 1. Reasons for stopping services. Completion of goals. A client may have achieved their therapeutic goals, and the provider feels it is appropriate to end services. Client request. The client may decide they no longer want to continue counseling for personal reasons. Ethical or professional issues. If the counselor feels they cannot provide the necessary support, they may need to stop services. 2. Risks of stopping without referral. Continuity of care. Ending services without a referral can create a gap in care for the client, leaving them without needed support or resources. Emotional impact. Clients may feel abandoned or unsupported if services are stopped abruptly without direction on where to go next. Treatment disruption. Stopping services without a referral could interfere with the client's progress and lead to deterioration in their mental health or other issues. 3. Best practices for ending services. Planning ahead. Counselors should discuss the potential end of services with clients in advance and plan for the transition. Providing referrals. If possible, counselors should provide clients with referrals to other professionals or resources to ensure they continue to receive help. Documentation. Counselors should document the reasons for ending services, any discussions with the client about the process, and the referrals provided. This helps maintain professional standards and accountability. Examples illustrating stopping services without referral. 1. Example of ethical dilemma. A therapist feels they can no longer help a client who is struggling with severe substance abuse issues, as they specialize in anxiety and depression. If the therapist stops seeing the client but does not provide information on where to find a substance abuse counselor, the client may struggle to find help on their own. 2. Example of client request. A college student may decide to stop attending therapy sessions because they feel better and want to focus on their studies. If the therapist does not refer the student to a support group for ongoing assistance, the student might encounter challenges in managing stress later on. 3. Example of positive transition. A therapist works with a client through a difficult emotional period, but recognizes that the client could benefit from group therapy after individual sessions end. Before stopping services, the therapist helps the client find a suitable group therapy program and discusses the referral, ensuring the client continues to receive support. Conclusion: stopping services without referral is a significant issue in counseling that can have implications for the client's well-being. Ensuring that clients have access to resources and professionals after their current services end is essential for their continued growth and support. Understanding the reasons for stopping, the importance of referrals, and best practices for ending services can help professionals provide better care and support to their clients. This knowledge will be useful as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in the counseling field. Referrals. Appropriate referrals. Let's explore the topic of appropriate referrals, an important concept in counseling and mental health. Understanding how and when to make referrals is essential for providing effective support to clients. Here's a breakdown of key concepts, important details, and examples to help you grasp this topic clearly. Key concepts. 1. Definition of referrals. Referrals. A referral is a recommendation given by a counselor, therapist, or other professional to direct a client to another service provider or resource for additional help. This could involve referring a client to a specialist, support group, or community service. 2. Purpose of referrals. Referrals ensure that clients receive the most suitable and effective care. When a client's needs go beyond what the counselor can provide, making an appropriate referral helps them access the resources necessary for their betterment. Important details. 1. When to make referrals. Specialized services. If a client's issues require specific expertise, a referral is appropriate. Limits of practice. Counselors should refer clients when the concerns exceed their training or licensing, such as severe mental health disorders, legal issues, or complex family dynamics. Complementary services. Sometimes, a client can benefit from additional support alongside ongoing counseling. Examples include referring a client to a support group, a nutritionist, or therapy for specific issues like trauma or grief. 2. Best practices for making referrals. Know the resources. Counselors should be familiar with local resources, including specialists, community organizations, and support groups. This allows them to make informed referrals based on a client's needs. Discussing referrals with clients. It's important to talk with clients about the referral process. Counselors should explain why a referral is necessary, what the client can expect from the new service, and how it may benefit them. Provide information. When making a referral, counselors should provide clients with contact information and details about the new service or provider. This can include the location, phone number, and what the client should prepare for the appointment. 3. Follow up. After making a referral, it can be beneficial to follow up with the client to see how they are doing and if the referral was helpful. This shows ongoing support and care. Examples illustrating appropriate referrals. 1. Example for specialized services. A counselor is working with a client experiencing severe depression. The counselor recognizes that the client may benefit from medication to manage their symptoms. The counselor makes a referral to a psychiatrist, explaining that this professional can provide the necessary evaluation and medication management. 2. Example for complementary services. A high school student is receiving counseling for anxiety related to academic pressure. The counselor identifies that the student could also benefit from stress management techniques. The counselor refers the student to a mindfulness-based group program in the community, where they can learn helpful coping strategies alongside their individual therapy. 3. Example of discussing referrals. A therapist notices that a client's issues with substance abuse are beyond what they can address in regular counseling sessions. The therapist discusses this with the client, explaining the benefits of a specialized substance abuse program. They then provide the client with the name and contact details of a local rehabilitation center. 4. Example of follow-up. After referring a client to a support group for grief, a counselor checks in with the client a few weeks later to see how they are adjusting to the new group and if they found it helpful. This caring approach reinforces the support system for the client. Conclusion: appropriate referrals are a critical aspect of providing effective counseling and support. By understanding when and how to make referrals, counselors can ensure clients receive the best care tailored to their needs. Knowing the resources available, communicating clearly with clients, and following up can help maintain strong support for individuals seeking help. This knowledge will be helpful for you as you prepare for the CPC exam and in your future work in the counseling field. Referral fees. Let's explore the topic of referral fees and why they can be considered unethical in the context of counseling and other professional services. Understanding this concept is crucial as you prepare for your future work in counseling and mental health. Here's a breakdown of key concepts, important details, and examples to help you understand this topic clearly. Key concepts. 1. What are referral fees? Definition: referral fees are payments made to someone for recommending or directing a client to a particular service or professional. For example, a counselor might receive a fee from a therapist for sending clients their way. 2. Unethical nature of referral fees. When referral fees are involved, professionals may prioritize financial gain over the best interests of their clients. This can lead to conflicts of interest and undermine trust in the counseling relationship. Important details. 1. Reasons why referral fees can be unethical. Conflict of interest. When a counselor receives money for sending clients to another provider, they may recommend that provider not based on the client's needs, but to receive a financial benefit. This can affect the quality of care that clients receive. Impact on client trust. Clients expect their counselors to act in their best interests. If clients discover that their counselor is making money from referrals, they may feel betrayed or question the counselor's motives, damaging the therapeutic relationship. Professional standards. Many professional organizations and licensing boards prohibit referral fees because they can compromise ethical standards in counseling and mental health practices. Professionals are advised to prioritize the client's needs and well-being above financial incentives. 2. Regulatory guidelines.